Hey everyone, Tochik89 here, and let's see if we can beat Pokemon Platinum with Lady Platinum Berlitz's team. Platinum Berlitz starts her sinnoh journey with Diamond and Pearl, thinking that they are her bodyguards, and eventually become best friends and fight side by side throughout their sinnoh journey. Rules I'll be following are that I can only use Platinum's immediate team as the manga. I'll catch them in the wild. I cannot have any wild Pokemon team grinding or items in battle. I'll just do trainer battles as a source of XP. Anyway, I name myself Missy according to the manga and name my rival character Paul. And we head off to get our very first Pokemon from Professor Rowan, which I pick up as a female Piplup, where we enter our very first battle of this series as Pokemon Platinum, where Turtwig keeps on using Withdraw, which takes us a lot of time to finish this battle in general. But either way, Piplup handles it quite well, if you ask me. And then we are level 6. We head to the next town in San Gem and get our Pokédex from Professor Rowan to start our journey. And then in near Jubilife, we have another rival battle here. I am kind of stressed here because I just have the Piplup and he has a Starly who keeps growling at me and lowering my attack power. And then thereafter it's Turtwig, who probably has absorbed by now, maybe. I'm not sure about that. But he doesn't use this in this battle. He just withdraws for some reason and attacks me very less, but Piplup does a crit hit and we move on ahead towards Orenburg, where we are going to get our second capture of this series, which is Ponyta. Ponyta was the traveling partner of Platinum Birds. She used to ride on the back of a Ponyta all the way, so lazy she couldn't walk on her own 2 feet. Anyway, Ponyta happens to be Flashfire here, which is absolutely great. I prefer it over the other either way. Then we had left a few trainers, so we go over ahead and use those trainers up just to train our Ponyta before our very first gym battle, which is very necessary because he just comes with 3 Pokemon and we just have the 2. We pick up a match app for HP reasons because Rock Smash can't be learned with both of our Pokemon. So Piplup, I just throw Piplup right off the bat into a Rourke battle because Piplup is a water type and we have the type advantage, so why not? And Piplup learned Spec. Then Onyx also was pretty much easy given the bubble scene. Now Cranidos is someone who is faster, which is why I was slightly worried. But Piplup lands 2 good attacks, which kind of lands, and now we have Ponyta. So first attack hits Ponyta really hard, but Ponyta hangs in, and for some reason Ponyta is faster in the second attack. I honestly don't know what happened there, but we lucked out. Then we head to Flororoma to help this little girl where her daddy is kidnapped by spacemen, which turns out to be Team Galactic admin Mars. But before that, at Valley Windworks, we capture our third Pokemon, which is a Pachirisu. And which is great. Now, at least we have 3 Pokemon before our second gym battle, series-wise, because we are going to capture all of the Platinum's Pokemon once we encounter via the game rules as such. So we head towards Mars and we right off the bat see we are under leveled even to her Zubat, and Prugly just comes like a tank and we can't do anything. She just comes and scratches and hits us so hard, and Pachirisu doesn't even have Spark at this point of time, so we black out. Then we try again with a strategy this time. So Ponyta does hit Zubat and finish it off, but unfortunately he's poisoned. So what we do is we pick up our Pachirisu, who doesn't have Spark, and we use Charm to lower its attack stats quite a bit, and she does land a Charm and a quick attack before going out. Then I send out Piplup with a new strategy that I taught it, Pluck. So it eats the berry, heals itself, and now Prugly can heal itself. Because I've noticed the Galactic admins do not use potions. Anyway, Piplup did whittle away its energy, and because of Charm, its attack stats are less. But before Piplup could take it out, finally, unfortunately, she also falls down, and it's all up to my poisoned Ponyta, who does end well, and we beat Mars with a sliver of our health. And then Piplup evolves via random trainer battles into Apron Club. Now it's in Eterna Forest where we get our fourth team member, Baneri. I had to kill the Chansey before, otherwise she would have attacked Baneri and I would have to go through this again. Plus, I like this Baneri. I like catching the first captured of her species. And now we enter Eterna and run into Pearl, which is great. He shows us around and then we accidentally look into Cyrus by chance. We have a few trainer battles before our third gym battle here, which is really necessary. But although I do have Ponyta here, who's decently trained, I use I use Ponyta literally everywhere. And we run into our champion Cynthia as well. But now let's go over to Gardenia. So my Ponyta is even lower than her lowest Pokemon level, but Flame Wheel just does it. Even though there's a Reflect put up, the attack is a minimal. But Cherrim just can't take my Ponyta out. Looking at her Cherrim, I remember I'm supposed to catch a Cherubi as well because Platina did have a Cherubi in her team later on Cherrim. And Ponyta, we just bluntly hit with Flame Wheel. Now Rose Red was someone I was worried because she's faster than us, but thankfully her stun spawn misses and we land another 2 Flame Wheels and we just end it. Ponyta is not having any of it. But here is where our luck ends. Jupiter. Oh, we thought Mars was bad. Pachirisu even has a Spark by now, but Skunk Tank is just a freaking tank. That is, the name justifies her so much. She just wipes out our team, not even flinching at all. We try with a Metal Claw thinking it's part poison type that would do something, but we just cannot cut out. So we try again with our previous strategy that we used. Pachirisu takes out Zubat with Spark, and later on we keep Pachirisu on to paralyze Skunk Tank in an attempt to paralyze Skunk Tank, but we are poisoned unfortunately, and we do try 2 Sparks and it did paralyze Pachirisu, heard my pleas, and then I send out Prinplup with our age-old strategy of plucking its berry and using it for ourselves. Unfortunately, we are poisoned again. But at this point of time, it doesn't have a healing source and we are kind of landing the attacks. Again, history repeats itself and I send out Baneri with a quick attack to get some free, easy XP for her, which is absolutely great. We save everybody and then Cynthia gives us the egg. We just hatch it for the sake of hatching. Then I remembered I have to slather honey on the bark of the honey trees to get Cherubi. I completely forgot. I honestly thought I could just run around Eterna Forest and get a Cherubi. Then later on I had to read it up. Anyway, we do capture our 5th member of the team. So it'll be 5 members for a long time till Snowpoint. And we give her XP share right off the bat because I have never trained a Cherubi. I feel they're kind of weak. But let's see what happens. This is why we are doing such a challenge. So we train on the cycling road with a couple of trainers for our Pokemon before the 3rd gym badge. Oh, Fantina. We were worried because we kind of are. I wanted to use Baneri more in the Fantina's battle because of her normal type, but initially only we realized that we are again lower than Fantina's lowest Pokemon. That just keep happening to us because we're just doing trainer battles only for our grinding purposes. Anyway, we do manage to kill Dunskull and Haunter, but then what Fantina is famous for is her Miss Magius. I'm sad they should give like more credit to her than usual, but Miss Magius just takes us out. We did lead Seeded, which I was surprised Cherubi survived 1 attack. I thought it would be KO'd. That lead seed did do a lot of damage, but Miss Magius just is so hard hitting. She just takes out Pokemon left, right and center. We are down to Baneri and unfortunately Baneri is confused, which actually is the reason why we almost lose this because a lead seed is in place and we have Foresight, but she kills in the Super Potion and unfortunately we can't do anything right now. We just try so hard and we are so close and even the lead seed is doing its work and we just it was so close. Anyway, with that hope we go back again with our strategy. So our strategy, if you think of it, it did work last time. We were just so close. So Ponyta takes the future sight attack, and Haunter puts us to sleep this time. And I don't want to shift it into somebody else because I want to save majority of my team for Fantina. But unfortunately takes out Ponyta. Pachirisu does paralyze Haunter, which comes in handy because then we can finally take it out. Oh, that was good. So Cherubi is level 23. She still has the XP share, and she lands her lead seed as a pro like she did before. So we are going with the same strategy where we lead seed it and then we send Printlop to eat its berry. But we are unfortunately confused beforehand, and she again does magical leaf, but we use the berry to our benefit instead of Miss Maggie's using it, and she KOs us again. But this time I try to send Pachirisu thinking that maybe an attack would land, but it just doesn't. Again, it's up to Baniri. Now Baniri is kind of agitated from the previous battle because she was so close to winning, so her frustration is actually showing here, and she's like, I am winning this, how dare I lose this, the last time it wasn't fair, and she just wins this battle for us. Baniri, you're so amazing. I've never trained a Baniri either. We have yet another rival battle. Surprise, surprise. Hello, Pearl. And he sends out an Staravia. We are kind of fine. We have a Pachirisu with Spark. At this point of time, we have 5 members in our team, so we are not at all afraid of any rival battles whatsoever. Pachirisu takes out very happily the Staravia, and now it's Beast's turn to die in hands of my awesome Pachirisu. So Pachirisu is kind of weird. I've always liked Pachirisus. They have come so much in handy whenever I talk about Gen 4 or Gen 2. I've used in both the generations there, and now Grotle has come out, so I send out Ponyta, of course, even though we are lower in the level side, but it's just working out. Ponyta is just flame wheeling and doing her job. I honestly thought Grotle might use Curse to speed itself up maybe, but it just doesn't. And Ponyta deals with his starter very easily. He has his own Ponyta, and we send out our starter to continue the chain of starter versus Ponyta activities here. And of course, Print Club, even though we were lower, all of our team members were lower than all of his team members, honestly, but we still win, which is absolutely great. And then, whoa, Cherubi evolves into a Cherum. At this point of time, she still has the XP share, and she learns Petal Dance. Petal Dance is a nice move, a strong grass type move for it. We pick up Defog in Silesian, and then this double rival battle, it's always given me such a headache, so much pain and so much trauma every time that I had to show it. They would have they are proper trainers, like the kind of trainers that we aspire to be, these ace trainers, and these ace trainers almost take out my entire team, sending me back to Silesian after paying them money. But no, just Baniri hangs on by a little thread and beats everybody up. Therefore, we enter Veilstone to face Maylene, which was a gigantic mistake. So Meditite is fine, Cherum is fully evolved here, and Lucario just kills all of us pretty much. I send out Ponyta, Lucario kills us. I send out Print Club, Lucario kills us. It's healing itself and killing us, and it's 32, and none of my Pokemon are even 30 here, and I just try my best so much, but nothing happens. So we try again, and this time we pick up a different strategy of sending Prinplup out, which was a gigantic mistake as well. So we send out Ponyta, and Ponyta thankfully defeats Meditite. Then we remember there's a Machoke as well, so we send out Cherum. Now Cherum is someone I have not trained, and she's decently strong. I don't know why did I not train. She maybe looked frail, but she does what is needed. She did a bit of damage against Lucario, so now I send out Pachirisu hoping to paralyze, which he does, and Lucario is slower than us. I can finally send out my very fast Ponyta, and Ponyta just ends it. I mean, I did not even expect it to KO it in the first flame wheel, but he just does it, and we are there. So we beat a couple of Galactic grunts as well in Veilstone because Diamond asks us to. Diamond, Pearl, and Platinum are awesome friends in the manga, which we continue, and we pick up Fly from their warehouse with Looker on the side. This place is heaven for us because in the Grand Hotel every time there are like 5 double battles, and we train accordingly before Pastoria City Gym. Now this is where some mishap happens, and I just lose all of my footage of the Pastoria City Gym, and Cynthia telling me to go towards Select Town to meet her grandmom and give her some charm. But we do beat Crasherwick pretty easily. I mean, we had a electric type and a grass type on us. But then we meet Cyrus here. Oh, he is not kidding. So all of his Pokemon are fine except Murkrow. Murkrow just wipes our team out in 2 seconds. So we go again picking up our dignity and this time planning carefully on how to take that Murkrow. So I'm trying to keep Pachirisu alive for Murkrow. Which he thankfully remains, and we are still at least level matched. Pachirisu lands an attack, but Murkrow is just so fast. So we send out Prinplup. Prinplup by now is a little bit of a Pokemon that does this every time, brings the Pokemon to that one sliver of health where I could quick attack it easily. She has done this so many times, and so we get Surf and teach it to Prinplup. We have a bit of trainer battles here as well. There are like 3 trainers there before we head to Canalave town, where we have one of the most difficult rival battles according to me. Everything else in this game is fine. This is the time where Paul just beefs up his team from the last time, and I have no idea how did he manage that. Oh, look at, he has his entire team is fully evolved right now, and my entire team is just on the basis like, yeah, we're fine, but we're not fully evolved. Like, only Cherim is the one who has evolved in our team. Prinplup is still not in an Empoleon, and either way, and he has a rapid dash, but we don't back down. We have beaten him in much lower levels. This time also is no different. But with Torterra, I was afraid because Torterra learns Earthquake once it evolves, and Ponyta will definitely not survive an Earthquake. But something happens, and it does try to lead seed us, so we switch out with Baneri, and Ponyta handles it. Like, it's amazing. Then again, here also Floatzel, I thought he might have Ice Fang, but we are saved. And this is the Pokemon that almost ended it all. Oh, his Heracross is just so fast and so hard hitting. We always get stuck in the fast and hard hitting portion of it. I honestly had lost hope. I was like, I have to fight this again. Then Pachirisu paralyzes Heracross, and Pachirisu is like, no, we are not doing this again. We are ending this right now. And I'm so happy. I'm like, hey, Pachirisu, you helped us. So we go and have some dire need of training in Iron Island. Like, Riley's like, here's an egg, also please train, you won't survive like this. And then after battling a couple of trainers, Prinplup evolves into an Empoleon and learns Aqua Jet, which we use quite a bit because of his speed issues. So I realized I have Surf, and I go pick up very important TMs in this area, which is Thunderbolt. I teach it to Pachirisu, and from Fuego Invokes I pick up Flamethrower, which I instantly teach it to my awesome Ponyta. Okay, Ponyta's speed, I'm just at awe. I did not know why Ponyta would be so fast. She just outspeeds everything half the time. And after a bit more training and a lot of love, Baneri evolves into a Lopunny. Okay, again, never trained a Lopunny, so I'm super duper excited for this. Anyway, we take our beefed up evolved team to Byron for our 6th gym. Now we are not worried because he has steel types, and we have a full-fledged fire type and a fully evolved water type Empoleon, who happens to be my finishing Pokemon at this point of time. So we just Flamethrower Magneton because it has sturdy. We struggle a bit, but it's fine. So I decided to keep Ponyta on to give some decent damage against Steelix, which she does. And then I wanted to Aqua Jet it over, but Empoleon just surfs and we finish it. His Bastion could be higher level, we don't care. He activates Empoleon's Torrent and we win. Then after that gigantic earthquake by Team Galactic, we go and head towards Saturn, and oh boy, I almost had to do this battle again and again because his Golbat is not such a problem. We manage it thinking, oh, okay, big deal Golbat, what else could he have? Oh, a Toxicroak, big deal, what could possibly go wrong? And this Toxicroak just wipes up my team like it's nothing. I mean, it's faster. I never knew a Toxicroak could be so strong. I send my finisher, Empoleon, steals the berry, but nothing happens, it just attacks. I send Cherim to do a lead seed. No, it dies. I send Pachirisu to try to paralyze it. Nothing happens. And then, like a shining light at the end of the horrible tunnel, Lopunny just punches it. Dizzy punches it into oblivion, and Lumpini is for some reason faster. I did not know she would be fast. Bonzer is not much of a threat at this point. Lumpini has fighting types. We win this. I honestly did not think we would. Mars at this point is very easy. Like, we just faced Saturn, he was far worse, and her Pokemon are something that we are very used to handling at this point of time, because she's the first commander we battle, and we are fine with handling her Prugly at this point. We are decently leveled, we are all evolved nicely, and we can handle her Prugly. I did want Lumpini to kind of win here, but that just doesn't happen. And we send out Empoleon. Empoleon is like, yeah, I'm gonna finish you. Last time you killed me, I'm gonna kill you this time. She remembers is it. So we go towards Snowpoint City. Here we have a couple of trainers battles as well, and where the awesome thing happens that my Ponyta evolves into a Rapidash right before the ice type battle. Takes us forever to find a female Snorunt, because this is our sixth member and final member in our team, and after a lot of daytime nighttime searching we capture a Snorunt. We also check the Pokédex and realize a Snorunt won't learn anything new, so we decide to evolve it directly into its final form, a Frostlass, which is incidentally in the manga given to us by Candice, whom we are going to battle right now. Oh boy, oh boy. Even Candice proves us to give us a lot of problem. We have a decent team. We have Lumpini, who has fighting type moves. We have our starter who our starter also handles things well, and Rapidash, a fully evolved Rapidash, we have that. But against Pylos and we do send Empoleon, of course, because it is part ground type. But Frostlass, oh boy, man, she has so much dodging skills, evasion. I'm half impressed because I want her to train my Frostlass by now, and we are just barely landing attacks, and Empoleon is trying its best. A torrent is struck, but it just can't hit it. And then out of the blue, Rapidash just lands an attack and ends everything. I was so surprised. I honestly thought it's going to miss everything. We'll have to do this again. But that happens. Unfortunately, we have to teach Empoleon Rock Climb, because that's the only Pokemon in my 16 who can learn it. Also, we end up here back to Veilstone, where Cyrus gives every speech any dictator gives to his people. So we tell him all of this is wrong, and he battles us, of course. By now, we're kind of used to Cyrus's team. The Sneasel is not much of a trouble. It's not a Weavile as of yet. He does have a Crobat though. And Pachirisu is half health. It does land one attack, so that is great. And then I sent Frostlass because of ice type advantages. But unfortunately, he heals his stupid Crobat. And we get down. We send Empoleon, who's just like, I'm ending all of this. I'm tired. I just want to go home. And then he sends out Honchkrow. So from the strange thing is that Honchkrow is somehow slower. Like, his Murkrow was so fast and Honchkrow is so slow. I mean, you shouldn't have evolved it, honestly. All of my Pokemon were outspeeding Honchkrow at this point of time, and speed was the major problem that my team was facing, and we are not facing that anymore. Cyrus, like a gentleman, gives us a Master Ball for beating him, which is kind of nice. And then we face this guy. Again, I hate Jupiter, the worst out of all three of them. Saturn. He's Saturn. So his infamous Toxic Rock is about to come up right after Bonzor. We get confused, but we kind of handle it. This Toxic Rock, I wish it would lower its speed. So we send out Empoleon, who's honestly just had enough of it. We eat its berry again, but we die down, unfortunately. Then I send out my Rapidash, who outspeeds it, and we just end that as well. So we release the 3-lake Pokemon, and then we are at Mount Coronet, where Jupiter and Mars ambush us, and Paul comes and joins me in a lovely double battle. Well, it's good. We are not rivals here, we're friends because of Pokemon adventures. So we deal with their Pokemon as groups should. And then Cyrus summons the god of time and god of space like it's nothing. Like Dialga and Palkia were probably playing chess with each other, and they're like, why are we here? We were playing a game of chess here. What is going on? Because of the imbalance. From the upside down comes out our box art Pokemon Gardenia, and Gardenia is also annoying. She's like, I was just chilling in my underworld, distortion world. Why am I summoned here? I'm gonna capture you and take you to my distortion world as punishment if you're so interested in going there. So that happens, and then Cynthia tells us to jump into a black hole, which we obviously do. I mean, if Cynthia would tell me to do anything, I would definitely do that. Even jumping into a black hole where I have no point of choice of return. Distortion world is amazing. I could actually live here. Like, look at the upside down waterfall, it is so amazing. But we do this a gigantic mistake of not saving before entering this, because I completely forgot and probably did not know that I'm supposed to fight Cyrus here, because Cynthia's standing right there. I thought Cynthia's going to fight Cyrus and I'm going to be like, go Cynthia, it's your birthday. But no, it's unfortunately my death day, because Cyrus just kills me so embarrassingly. His Houndoom is not a problem. Even though it outspeeds us, we manage it. Empoleon just, her torrent is activated, we manage it. And then we send out Pachirisu thinking, oh, it's a Gyarados. But it has Earthquake. That Earthquake kills everyone. Oh, I have no words for it. It's just look at this. Earthquake is busy killing everyone, irrespective of type, gender, caste, creed. It doesn't differentiate. All my team is just dying under Earthquake. Everybody, even who are outspeeding this Gyarados, they're just dying so badly. I'm just I don't even want to. My eyes are closed for this portion because it is that brutal. My Empoleon tries really hard, but we die, and then we have to cross the entire world, distortion world again. This time we are hoping, and we did save at the right portion, because Cyrus is really high leveled at this point of time. So with a bit of luck again from my Lumpini and my Cherrim, a cute charm happens, confusion happens, and lead seed happens, and because of these three we take it down. So Honchcrow, again, the complaint that I had, it's slower now. He did evolve into a Weavile, his earlier Sneasel, and it's faster, and he keeps on healing it. That's why she kind of takes down my Pokemon. But we try with Lumpini as well. I almost send out Frostless, then I remembered Spot Talk type Weavile. So we of course send our finisher, who's just frustrated at this point of time with Cyrus, like, oh, how many times do I have to battle you? And Pachirisu is thankfully alive at this point, while against Crobat, and he just has so many potions. It is so annoying. We cannot use items in battle. Cyrus, even you shouldn't use items in battle. That's cheating. But then again, you're a bad guy in the game. You can cheat. I cannot. I have to adhere to the rules of the good. And we beat Cyrus finally. Then we realize, yeah, since we are here, might as well talk to Gardenia. And then we have one of the most intense battles ever. No, I'm just kidding. I throw a Master Ball and capture Gardenia, because I don't get to use Gardenia either which way. I just was like, since we are playing Platinum, we should catch Gardenia. It's kind of a, sentiment thing that you have to catch the lead Pokemon, box art Pokemon in the game at least once. So that happens, and then we capture Gardenia with the Master Ball given by Cyrus. How ironic is that? And Cynthia tells us to jump into another black hole, which we without question do, because we always trust Cynthia with everything here. And so we end up in Send Off Spring, and finally we can go towards our 8th badge, which we are terrified of because we have no ground type advantage in my team. Nobody has ground type moves or advantages. The only person who can learn Earthquake is Empoleon at this point in my team, and we decide against it because that's just pointless. So we train a lot before going towards Volkner. We also use the trainers in the route before the Victory Road. We realize, yeah, sure, we can do that. I mean, Victory Road has its own trainers to train. So we battle all the water type trainers en route before the waterfall towards Victory Road. And then we head towards Volkner with no plan at all. We just like, we're going to wing this. We have no idea. We have no immunity or earthquake on us. So Jolteon, we send out Lumpini. Lumpini loves me by then. So she knows that I'm kind of worried about this battle, and we try to confuse Jolteon even though we are paralyzed, which she successfully does, and now we can try and attack. It does hurt in confusion, and a jump kick lands, and we are down 3 more to go. Now against Raichu, I decide I will keep Lumpini, but it does a focus blast and Lumpini survives it because she loves me, of course, and lands two dizzy punches, which is amazing. But he uses Pokemon to heal, and thankfully his focus blast are not landing, but he uses a charge beam, takes my poor Lompany down. So we don't know what to do. I mean, that was a solid plan. Then we send out Frostlass because she has speed. So we send out a Shadow Ball and she takes out Raichu, which is great. Now Luxray, I did switch out because I know Luxray happens to have Crunch. So I send out my fastest, my horse Rapidash, and we try to poison it first, but Thunderfang is so strong, so we just go with the fire type attack, which we should have in the first place. We get a critical hit. Now the final one, Electivire, it's 50, and we just look at that 50 and we are like, oh shit, now what are we going to do? So we try to do our patent leech seed eating the berry thing, and Cherrim survives a giga impact. Cherrim just survives all the attacks, which I always think that, oh no, Cherrim is dead, and she just survives it. So she lands a lot of attack against an Electivire. Can you imagine if there was no potion involved? My Cherrim would have beaten Electivire, and that is kind of legendary. But he does a fire punch and my poor Cherrim is out. But the leech seed is still activated, so I send out Frostlass, who's faster, but the fire punch does land. I honestly thought maybe a sliver of health could be taken out. Then I sent Pachirisu for a quick attack, which doesn't do as much damage as I thought, but the leech seed ends it all, and we have 8 badges. Finally, I honestly thought this battle would be like I would come here 2 or 3 times, but this happened in the very first go. So we head towards Victory Road and do a bunch of training against the trainers in the Victory Road, and then head towards the Pokemon League. But before that, we have one final battle against Pearl with his full-fledged team. So we are kind of level matched here because we didn't have too much of a problem. We had a lot of battles in between. I went to the Pokemon centers as well because they have these daily trainers in about 5 or 6 cities. So there are like 5 trainers in every Pokemon center which are there, but they also level up depending on how many badges you have. So that was an advantage. We were battling like at least 45 level Pokemon almost every day. Plus we had the Grand Hotel Resort near Pastoria City to train against it. And our team is pretty much ready for Pearl at least. And we again face this horrible Heracross, but of course Rapidash is faster. I'm so happy Rapidash's speed is just amazing. It comes in handy so much. Oh, it's just so great. And his Floatzel probably has Ice Fang by now, so we send out Pachirisu just in case. And its Crunch is so strong, but Pachirisu does handle it and just hangs on to the sliver of health. I don't know how he does it. And he has a Snorlax. When did he get a Snorlax? Snorlax looks kind of strange in this gen, but anyway, we send out Lompany, who attracts it with her cute charm because she's so adorable and kicks it out of this world. And then we have Staraptor. I realize Pachirisu's health is not good and we just have Empoleon with full health left. But then Empoleon is a finisher. Obviously, she just loves to finish battles. She hates battles prolonging too much. And he has a Rapidash, I have an Empoleon. We all know how this is gonna go. And it goes exactly that way. Empoleon just hates dragging a battle. She just finishes it, and finally we can head towards Elite Four. But we don't do that. We go to the aforementioned Pokemon trainer battles, which happen daily. So as you can see, they have like decently leveled Pokemon, fully evolved ones as well, and level match. So we gain a lot of XP via this method, where there are at least 5 types of different trainers in various cities and Pokemon centers. So we fly around quite a bit to get some training done before Elite Four, because we are terrified there, because we know who is the champion in Sinnoh, and therefore we buy a lot of revives and potions. We can use items outside battle but not inside battle. So finally, after so much preparation, we go ahead and start facing the elites. First is the bug catcher Aaron. I will call him bug catcher Aaron. It suits him. So his Pokemon are of course faster, and Empoleon by now knows drill peck, which comes in handy. So it's just a little preparation of a battle. Again, Rapidash outspeeds his Heracross, and Vespiquen has pressure, which is kind of a problem. But we Ice Beam it and end Vespiquen's reign. Then Scissor comes, and I realize my fire type has less health, so I send out Lompani, but she unfortunately dies. Then I send out Pachirisu, and then I send out Empoleon, who hates to drag a battle. So she of course ends it. Then Drapion is someone I always forget its type. Mostly because of probably this, because it's poison and dark, and I don't know why a bug trainer has a Drapion. That's just cheating. Aaron, you are better than this. Anyway, we beat her, and Bertha, poor Bertha, she's a ground type. I have a grass type and a water type, so Cherim handles her first Pokemon, and then I decide to mix it up. I want to see what my Pokemon can do. I know Empoleon would wash out all of these ground types, but I just wanted to check how ice types would do against it. We beat Bertha, and this is where everything ends. Because I never knew a fire trainer could be so strong. He sets up this sunny day, because of which Infernape's fire type moves are so strong, and I don't know why he's so strong and so fast, and it just kills all of our Pokemon in one shot. Even though it's using Flare Blitz, hurting itself, it just wipes out our team. By now we just have 2 Pokemon left, which is not enough. Even though my Rapidash is higher in speed and immune to fire, we unfortunately go down, and I have Cherim left against a Flareon. She lasts longer than I expected, so that's where we got up ended, and then we did this whole shenanigan again and ended up against Flint here. So now this time we try to not have the sunny day laid up, but that doesn't happen. Either way, Lompani does do a lot of damage, and I debate whether to send Empoleon or not, but then I send Rapidash, and then I realize it can do bounce. It does try an earthquake, Rapidash handles it, and bounce kills it finally. Then Empoleon in full health is dealing with the rest of the fire team. Against Magmortar, I honestly thought because of the Thunderbolt she would die, but she just hung on to that 5 HP health and finished the battle as usual. And Empoleon is just amazingly fast, and with a stroke of luck, Rapidash misses his bounce, and we are just aqua jetting at this point, the lowest HP attack because of Torrent. We use it. Then the 4th battle against the Psychic Trainer, it's okay. I mean, we have no Psychic type advantages here, although we have our Ghost type Frostlass, but she's equally weak against it. Galate does prove to be a challenge. It's a very well trained Galate with a very good move pool, but Empoleon doesn't like to drag a battle, as you know. So and then we have Alakazam is so strong, but Frostlass just like yeah, I'm taking a page out of Empoleon. Let's end these battles, man. We have a champion to deal with. You're just a stepping stone in the way. Lompani is just such a surprise. She does help a lot, and she does finish a lot of battles. But against Brozong, it took us a bit of a while, mostly because of our poor planning. But Empoleon, of course, saves the day. Now we have Espeon, and I realize I just have 2 Pokemon, so of course I Leech Seed it first hand, and Jerem survives an attack, but it does not survive the second. Now we have our finisher, who finishes it in one shot. And the mistake that we make is that we face Cynthia. I mean, you know, Cynthia should go easy on us by now because we're friends and stuff. Like, we went to Distortion World together. I jump into black holes because you tell me to, come on, cut me some slack, Cynthia, which she does not. We already know her team, we already know how difficult her team is, that just doesn't matter. So I go with my Leech Seed plan. My plan was to get rid of Spiritomb and make Cynthia use at least 1 potion on Spiritomb. That would be less potion for Garchomp. We take out Spiritomb, but it's no point. Garchomp is 10 levels higher and it just kills my team. It's so sad. I want to close my eyes for this right now because she just kills us. This is the most shameful killing ever. Like, I don't think so Garchomp is even fully aware that it's killing us. It's just half asleep and killing my team. So we try again, this time going with the same strategy of lead seeding Spiritomb, and then I send out Empoleon instead. So I attack it just enough so that Cynthia would use a potion on him and at least waste a potion here, and that would be less for Garchomp. Then again we go with Frostlass, who we have given a couple of rare candies, and she thankfully lands in attack. We go with Ice Shard, and unfortunately she just has this one sliver left, and Lompany survives an earthquake, so we use a Drain Punch. By the way, Drain Punch is such a pointless HM. I regret teaching it to my Lompany. And against Rapidash, against Lucario, Rapidash just performs amazingly. Then comes a Milotic. Her Milotic is okay. I mean, she's hard hitting. So we do a Super Fang and eat half of her health, but unfortunately we could not do too much here. And although Empoleon did hit a lot, Milotic is just such a bulky Pokemon, such a problematic Pokemon. And honestly, if that lead seed would have landed, this would have been easier. Empoleon does her best, and then we send out Lompany to do a quick attack, and we just have Rapidash left. He does end Milotic's reign for a slight here, but we still have like half of Cynthia's team by now. And of course, Togekiss of course has Water Pulse, which Togekiss doesn't. And then she kills us a billion times more. Finally, we are here. We are stronger. We did some more training outside. And Empoleon is 62 by now. She's equivalent to Garchomp, because even Empoleon has had it. She's like, I am ending this today. I don't care. We go with our strategy of Spiritomb, Leech Seed, and Cynthia using a potion. Now again, Garchomp is back, and Frostlass also is a little higher when it comes to health, and it uses Dragon Rush, but we use Ice Punch, and we are almost there. Ice Shard does do our job. Thankfully, Cynthia did not heal. So once Garchomp is out and everybody's alive, which is a surprise for me, we send out Rapidash against Lucario. It is very difficult because poor thing misses his first attack, and we are like, oh shit, what are we going to do about Lucario? We don't even have a flying type on us or anything. So we send out Empoleon, who's our game finisher, and it Aura Spears us so bad, but Torrent is activated and Empoleon will have none of it. Now against Togekiss also, I decide we use the Torrent and give a Aqua Jet attack, a heavy hitting attack because of Torrent, and then we send out Pachirisu. Now Super Fang does eat like half of the health. That was the most hard-hitting attack I could put on Pachirisu at this point of time. And thankfully Togekiss is paralyzed. But unfortunately Cynthia has full restores. We paralyzed it. It took us forever to paralyze that Togekiss. I'm so sad. Then we send out Frostlass again with Ice Punch, because Frostlass is faster than Togekiss. We are so close at this point of time. We just have 2 Pokemon alive. And then I did teach Return to Lompany because we both love each other so very much, and Return is pretty strong at this point of time. She has 2 Pokemon, we have 2 Pokemon, and thankfully Cherrim does lead seed it. Cherrim is also a slightly faster after training, and it's just Lompany against 2 Pokemon using Return and us lead seeding it. So I don't know what devilry or magic happens here, but Lompany is just at it. She is not giving up. She doesn't care if it's Cynthia. She doesn't care she's at a type disadvantage or neutral advantage, but we just deal with Milotic, and then she has Rose Red. So I'm kind of afraid because she has poison type moves, Rose Red, which she does. I was like, don't get poison, don't get poison. But Lompany is faster, and that is the motto. Lompany wins me the championship against Cynthia. This is something I had not expected at all when it came to my sweetheart Lompany. She just is amazing. I hands down all of my Pokemon members here. We're just such an amazing team. Even Cherrim, who I thought was weak, I honestly did not expect. And Cherrim, Lompany is amazing, Pachi is amazing, and my starter just loved finishing all the battles. All of these Pokemon are like, they have the same motto as me. Oh my god, let's just end this battle as soon as possible. This has been so awesome. You guys, thank you for watching. Do stay on my channel, because I will be uploading more such videos where I will be picking up trainers from the Pokemon adventures and play through the games according to their perspective and their Pokemon team. Thank you so much for watching. You guys are awesome. Please do like and subscribe to my channel. That would help me a lot. You guys are awesome. I'll see you guys real soon. Bye.